Now y'all did such a great job with the stomping and the clapping. How's everybody's lips? Or did anybody bring a kazoo? Because I need an audience to make some kazoo noises. Let's just practice a little bit. No, but come on, let's try it one more time. This is a little tune that I wrote. If I'm going to do this tune, which I literally just wrote a week ago, and I've never performed it before, then you're going to help me out with some kazoo sound. I'll cue you, but let's just get one tone. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a thing of beauty. I love it. Now, you got to be a little careful because you don't want your neighbor's back of their head to be completely covered with saliva. But otherwise, you're doing just fine. Now, I got involved, we were talking earlier with somebody who was involved in one of the Museums on Main Street projects that came through here some years ago. The Smithsonian has this traveling exhibit, and it's coming to Sandstone this year. The focus is on water. It's called Waterways. One of the parts of the exhibit is going to be all about how is our water. Water quality, the science of water, and how mankind has changed water courses over the year. That's all being done by the MPCA, but I was hired to do the social portion, which is called We Are Water. It's coming to Detroit Lakes this year too, so that's the closest place. If you want to go look it up, it's called Water/Ways, or if you get in touch with me, I'll get you in touch with the people doing it locally. My job is to go out and talk to people, interview them, and get them to talk about the Kettle River. It's just fascinating. I talk to people who are still on family farms for, their whole family's been there for 115 years. I've talked to people whose families have been involved in logging, all kinds of wonderful things. And I have about 10, 15 more interviews yet to do. But because there's going to be a lot of other activities surrounding this, I decided I better have a song about the Kettle River. And the Kettle River is a wild and scenic river, which means that you can't have development within 150 feet of it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It looks like a North Shore river for stretches of it. And in fact, there's a place called Banning Park, which is just a gem of Minnesota state park systems. There's a series of rapids. Well, the first one's called Blueberry Slide. Apparently they used to pick blueberries across the way. The next one is called the Dragon's Tooth, because there's a rock sticking out. The one after that is Mother's Delight. I have no idea why it's called that. The last one is called Hell's Gate Rapids. Hell's Gate, apparently during the logging era, the logs would jam up there. So the river narrows and it becomes really forceful. And guys would have to get out there with PV hooks and cant hooks and literally risk their lives. We'll do another logging song earlier, but the phrase was, the pines claimed a sweet a day. This is a lot less grim. This is called Drifting Down the Kettle. Drifting down the kettle in a leaky canoe with you, drifting like a pedal in a leaky canoe with you. I bailed out all of my cares and woes and washed them up on the bank. I'm drifting down the kettle in a leaky we'll glide down Blueberry Slide, brush the Dragon's Tooth, hang a little worry at Mother's Delight, then we'll skate through old Hell's Gate. tapping in a leaky canoe with you. Flying when I hold your hand in mine, I'm never gonna land again. I'm drifting down the Kettle in a leaky canoe with you. Here we go. Get your kazoos ready. Off we'll glide down Blueberry Side, rush the dragon's tooth. I'll hang the ride at Mother's Delight, and then we'll skate through Old Hell's Gate, drifting down the Kettle in a leaky canoe with you. Drifting like a pedal in a leaky canoe with you. Floating as I hold your hand in mine, I'm never gonna land again. I'm drifting down the river in a leaky canoe with you. Only you. Yes, sir, that's old Tin Pan Alley style. I don't know where that came from, but it's fun to do. Thank you very much for joining me on the kazoos. If anybody needs a towel, I think they have some back there.